Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to create a stack bar chart using Laravel as a backend and React as a front. In here, as you guys can see, in here I have a stack bar chart where it shows the total of buy, sell and return for each day that I have returned from the server the data, and we can also enable and disable any section part we want. For example, I have disabled buy and sell only. I will see the return. We can also disable the return and see the sell, and similarly for the buy also, and it will also give us a beautiful animation when we enable and disable any part. So let's see how we can build this. First of all, we have to create a new model with the name of product transaction with the migration and controller. Then after that, let's go to our database folder, migrations, and select our newly created migration file. Then in this file, we are going to create product ID column, transaction type, quantity, price, and status. Then after that, we have to go to inside our app folder, HTTP, and inside our controllers, then we have to select our newly created controller to create the method and fetch our data. In here, we are going to create a new method with the name of stack bar chart, and inside here we are going to create a new variable with the name of transactions and set it to our product transaction model. Then inside our product transaction model, we are going to select date, transaction type, and sum of quantity, and group by them based on date and transaction type, and we are going to execute our query. Then we are going to create a new variable with the name of data, and inside this we are going to first of all group our transaction. Then we are going to map and get our buy, sell, and return. Then we are going to return our data, and in here we are going to return label and our data. Then we have to go to inside our routes and API.php to access our method inside our controller. In here we are going to create a new group route with the prefix of charts, and we are going to create our route in here. So our backend is finished. Now we have to go and create our front end in our React. So for that we need Axios and Chart.js. So first of all we have to install these. After installing them, then we have to create a new component as a stack bar chart in our React application. Now in here, let's import React use effect, uses it from the React, and chart from the Chart.js. Then let's define our component with the name of and give them a name of a stack bar chart. Then export them so we can use it anywhere we want. Then inside here, let's create our cons with the name of chart data, and inside here we will going to create our label and data as an empty array. Then we are going to fetch our data from the server and set the data to the response of the server we get as in JSON. After that, we will set our data then to run this function when the component mounted. So we are going to use effect and attach it with an empty array, so it will run when the component load. Then after that, we are going to call our function in here. Then after that, we are going to create another use effect, and this time we are going to attach it with our chart data. So whenever our chart data change, it should trigger our function. Then in here, we are going to get the ID of our canvas and set it to CTX cons. Then after that, we are going to create a new instance of our chart, and if any old instance is available, then we are going to destroy it. Then inside our my chart instance, in here we are going to set the type to bar and the data object. Inside our data object of my chart, then we will set the label as charts.data.label. Then we are going to set our data set. So for this, we are going to create three objects: buy, sell, and return. So for the buy, we are going to set the label to buy and data to chart data. Then also we are going to set the background color for our buy. Same thing we are going to do for our sell and also for our return. Then after that, we are going to set the options for our chart instance, and in here we will set the skills to stack true for both x and y skills. And after that, we have to return our component. So we are going to write return, and inside our return we are going to return our HTML part, and we are going to create our canvas and set the ID to stack bar chart. Now if we come to our browser and refresh our page, as you guys can see, we got our stack bar chart here ready. we can enable, disable any part we want, and whenever we enable and disable any section, you guys can see a beautiful animation which removes the disable part and show the rest. And if I scroll down in here, you can see I have all the dates that I have returned from the server, and in here also it started from the 0. So this is it for this video. If you have any questions, write it down in the comments. See you guys in the next video.